Hello, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, and beautiful viewers of the World Wide Web. Welcome back to Tune 215. And today we're going to be doing a tour of a neighborhood in Northeast Philadelphia. It's called the Fox Chase neighborhood. We're going to be driving up to Ron, and we'll probably start turning on Ron. On my right-hand side, we got the Portuguese Evangelical Church. We're passing Naple and Ferndale. And we're actually on Verney Road. Now we're passing Lansing. I have vehicles behind me. The speed limit is 25 miles per hour on this road. I'm traveling about 23 miles per hour, but I have the cars tailing me. We have the 67 bus on my right-hand side, passing Hartel Ave. This is a residential neighborhood. We're currently passing the 800 block of Chandler Street. We're now approaching Borbeck Ave. Got the 900 block on my right, 800 block on my left. We're slowing it down some. I'm trying to. Passing 800 block of Griffith. We have a Dodge Durango behind me. Now we're passing Loney Street, 800 block of Loney on my left, 900 block of Loney on my right. Now we're passing Ripley Street. We have multiple businesses right here. We're going to turn right. Let's turn right on Ron. We have a Sunoco on my right, a Comet on my left. We'll zigzag through this neighborhood. If you're new to the channel, I try to keep these tours within 1 hour. So we're not going to be able to cover the whole entire Ron neighborhood in 1 hour, but I will do my best to show you guys what some of Ron looks like. If you guys have any knowledge, memories, stories, information about the Fox Chase neighborhood, feel free to comment in the comment section. That's why I leave the comment section open, so that you, the viewer, can engage with other viewers from across the globe. Right in front of us, we have Firefighter Daniel Sweeney Memorial Highway, Verney Road, and Ron. We're gonna make this right on Ron Street. We have two dudes on scooters on my left. The speed limit here is 30 miles per hour. The guy behind me wants to do 60. We just turned the corner, and he Tokyo drift the corner. All right, I'm gonna make this right on Rising Sun Ave, the 7900 block of Rising Sun Ave, just so I can get some of this heat off of my back. All right, he kept going straight, perfect. So we got drive-throughs. I see driveways right here on my right, driveways on my left with a garage. I see beautiful little gardened and or landscaped shrubs on my left-hand side, like bushes, I guess you could say. The bushes. Let's make this left right here. 7900 block of Rising Sun, and we're gonna turn on Ripley. This is the 1000 block of Ripley. We got a house for sale on my right-hand side. All right, these look like one-story homes, but they got a second story, but the second story is like an apex. So I guess you could consider them like a two-story home, right? The one on my right is a full two-story with the shutters, but the other ones, they're a little bit smaller than that, but they do look like a two-story, because on the side, to be fair, they do have an extension. Not all of them. Some of them have that little extended room. I see walkways, driveways, front lawns. The dude on my left is using a weed whacker to trim his grass. We're at the intersection of Ripley Street and Bingham Street. The 7900 block of Bingham on my right. Okay, we're gonna cross over here. We're crossing over Bingham Street. You guys can see that the people on my right, they have plenty of trees in their yard. Basically, the trees make a fence. I think that's a smart way to keep people out, to get a tree that grows tall, that grows full, so that you don't have to worry about, you know, purchasing a fence, and it keeps the front of your property green, which is nice. We have a Rottweiler right here on my right-hand side. Must be a female, because she squatted to take a leak. Remember, females squat, boys lift their leg. On my left, you see they got the large stones on the front of the facade. On my right is a no outlet, so I don't think it'll be wise of us to go right. We'll end up And in fact, there's some nice houses. Let's show you guys these houses here, and then if I have to make a U-turn and come around the little, what is this, a cul-de-sac, the little roundabout, the little whatever they got going on here on Loney and Tabor Ave, just so that you guys can get an idea of what these houses look like. This little no outlet section right here, wow, on my right and on my left, they're not bad. Check it out. There's a dude on my right. He's doing something inside his yard. They got large driveways, 2-car garage, 1-car garage, shutters, 2-car garage. It's like a mixture. And this is their own little private community right here. This is on Loney and Tabor Ave. I'm gonna make a left right here so that you guys can get an idea to see what these houses look like. This is right off of Rising Ave, a little after Cotman Avenue. We got Lawndale Ave right here on my left-hand side. We got some kids over here playing, what's this, basketball, right? Yeah, it looks like they're playing basketball. Got some youngsters. I think they have some safety back here, a little peace of mind. You don't have everyday riffraff, you know, drama coming through here. I'm not gonna say this area is drama-free, because drama can happen anywhere. But I think there's a less likelihood of anything, you know, serious happening. You got a dude on my left walking his dog. Hopefully he picks up after his dog. Doesn't just poop on somebody's grass. All right. We're now approaching Fox Run Lane. We're in the Fox Chase area. We're now approaching Fox Run Lane. We got Lonsdale Ave, which is what we're on, and Fox Run Lane. Let's make this left-hand turn. That house right there got the shutters, but they're for show. You got a lot of vinyl siding. I see brickwork. The next one, the one with the red truck, has stucco. Nice driveways, nice space. From where I'm located at in the city, this is probably like 32 minutes, depending on traffic. This is a little after the Lawns Crest and Lonsdale neighborhood, right up Rising Sun. I'm able to drive slow here because there's no vehicles behind me. But when I was on the main road, yeah, there was vehicles behind me. As you can see, we saw several basketball courts. Already I saw probably like 4 or 5 of them in the middle of the street. I guess that's for the kids. You got the mailboxes. You got the shingles on the rooftops. You got the houses with the side garages, the front garages. Some have single garages, some have double garages. A lot of greenery. The sidewalks have a little area of grass. This one over here on my left has a lot of octavias or octavises or octa something. Those little yellow flowers that look like sunflowers, that look like daisies, it's something with an oct. Yeah, strange name to name a little yellow flower. But if you Google it, you Google what are those little yellow flowers in the grass, and it'll come up oct something. I forgot the term though. Strange name. All right, we're at Tabor Ave and Loney. We're gonna make this right-hand turn because we just literally went through that whole circular section. And this is the exit. We came in on the left side. So this was its own little private community. Make note, that was its own little private community. Yep. Now we're passing Ripley Street. Now I can make a right on Ron, and I can probably come around and then we can go down Ripley. We'll probably zigzag for a little bit before Ron, and then we'll probably go straight up Rising Sun and do a little bit after Ron. Because the deeper northeast you get, the more quieter, cleaner, not saying this isn't already clean, but cleaner, and the bigger the homes get. It's currently 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's a nice, I would say, 55-degree day. Today's high was supposed to be like 63, but I think the sun went away, so that was probably like an hour and a half ago where we got like the 60s. The weather's been playing April Fools on us. even though we're almost at the end of April. By the time you guys watch this, you guys will probably be watching this in May 1st. The houses on my left look interestingly uniform. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn right here. We're next to the 28 bus stop. We're at Ron and Ripley. You know, like Ripley's Believe It or Not. I actually used to like watching Ripley's Believe It or Not. I've been to the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum. It's a really nice museum. I know they have different ones in different parts of the country, and I think around the world. If you have not got a chance to experience a Ripley's Believe It or Not museum, I recommend it. It's a cool experience. A lot of interesting information, a lot of interesting displays. Sometimes they have displays that you can engage in. You know, it's like an interactive experience. Yeah. A lot of cool stuff, intriguing information. I went to the one in Atlantic City, and I think, did I go to the one in New York? I can't think right now, but I know for sure I've been to the one in Atlantic City a few times. And that goes to show you, it was worth the experience to go back more than once. And they tend to change up their displays, so yeah. I got a couple Ripley's Believe It or Not books too. Tabor and Ripley. So we're gonna make this left right here, and we're gonna go down Ripley. Alright, we're going down Ripley. On the next corner, we could probably make a left because I see a do not enter coming up. This is a two-way street, but you gotta share the road. But luckily, there's not a lot of cars parked, so there's plenty of parking to like swerve off. Like if somebody's coming, we could just swerve off here and then just let them pass, vice versa. All right, let's make this left on Bingham Street. Say it with me, Bingham. Ripley and Bingham. I see El Camino on my right hand side. I really like El Caminos. Alright, we're on Bingham. See the houses on my left hand side? Those are one story. Those are true one story. They don't have that attic, that second floor attic. Let's make this right on Loney Street, the 1000 block of Loney. So what you would notice here is there's not many people outside. You might see occasionally, some kids playing outside because they're bored, which is good. It's refreshing to see in the new, day and age of technology. You see like this dude on my right, he's using a leaf blower to maintain his lawn. And he has a leaf blower. But you don't really see that many people out like you would in some of Philadelphia's neighborhoods. Like if this same time right now in a different part of Philly, I'm sure there's dozens and dozens of people hanging out all on the block, but it all depends on what part of Philly you're on. Rising Sun Ave and Loney Street, we can go straight another block. And then we'll just cut. We'll cut around. Each block has a different style of houses. You notice how the last ones were different, then this one looks a little bit different. This one looks a little bit more suburban, looks a little bit more country-like almost. You have a gentleman unloading groceries with what looked like it could be his mom. He had the coolest sunglasses on ever, just chilling, and ain't no sun out. Ain't no sun out, but my man had them shades on. Couldn't stop his swag. Alright, we could go straight. I think we're on Vurry Road. We'll go straight, and then we'll make a left and come down Griffith. Say it with me. Griffith. It makes you sound like you got a lisp. Griffith. The burgundy leaves on my left. Those leaves were so rich and ruby red. We got 2 stories on my left, 2 stories on my right. We got some 1 stories on my left, some 2 stories on my right. Garage on the first floor. Second floor homes. I like that because they got the garage We're on Ferndale Street and Loney Street. This is the 800 block of Loney. In front of us, you'll see again, like you see a gentleman in front of his garage. He's about to open it. Is he gonna open it? Open it, sir. Nice. You guys get to witness somebody opening up their garage. Hopefully we don't see him pull out a body in a carpet wrapped up and take it to his trunk. That'd be crazy, yo. It's like, yo, Toon be getting the scoop. Look at my right hand side. There's a whole bunch of youngsters playing in the baseball field. They're playing baseball. I'm gonna make this left right here on Griffith. 800 block of Griffith. We have another older gentleman right here sweeping up. Right now is the perfect time to sweep because it's no sun out. See him? Casually sweeping. Yeah, it's not good sweeping in the sun because then you get sunburn, suntan, and all that stuff. I start sweating, so you definitely won't see me sweeping in the sun. Look at that house over there on my left, got a back deck. You see up top? I always liked the decks. Since I was a kid, I guess because I ain't never have a deck. So I always liked the deck. To me, like, the deck was like the spot to chill at. Like a porch, a deck and all that stuff. That's like a spot to chill at. We're going to cross over to the 900 block of Griffith. Cross over here, be careful. It's a 2-lane street. On my left, we got a whole family that's in their lawn. On my right, we got a family coming out of a vehicular device right here. On my left, we see some young children. I don't know if you guys can see that blue van is blocking them. They were playing in the grass again. Really cool. On my left, we got a female cleaning up the weeds in her property. She has a lawnmower. I don't know if you guys can see her. Boom. All these cars are kind of blocking the field of view. Look, we got a youngster right here playing with a little red device. Looks like a little sliding toy thingy. You probably like put your knee on it, push, and you'll be out. Another basketball court. I done seen like, sheesh, a good 6-7 basketball courts in the first 20 minutes of this tour. Griffith. Now we're gonna transfer over to the 1000 block of Griffith. We're passing Rising Sun Ave. Now this is the residential portion of Rising Sun Ave. When you go down probably another 5 or so minutes to my right, you will get to like the commercial area of Rising Sun Ave. Rising Sun changes. It goes from like commercial to residential to residential, and there is like a rougher spot of Rising Sun Ave, which would be probably considered around Feltonville, around Wyoming, and all that, like near the Roosevelt Boulevard. That's like the rougher area. It goes through Alany and stuff. And there's a no outlet in front of us. I can take you through the no outlet, or I can go right. I think I'm gonna go right because those houses look pretty normal. Let's make this right. Sometimes I'll take that whoa, somebody just popped up out of nowhere. Sometimes I'll take that extra mile just to show you guys houses that look different from the rest. Like that first little no outlet we took, those houses were a lot bigger than these, as you can tell. Look at that's located like 2 blocks behind me on my left, but you can see that they're really large compared to these. Look at on my right, we got a lady trimming with a weed whacker, trimming, making a nice clean line in front of her lawn. That's cool. She's maintaining it. Oh, that's an awesome dog. Woo woo. What's up, doggy? Well, it was like white and black. It looked so cool. The hugest ears ever, just laying on the lawn. Man, that's nice. I got excited when I saw the dog. I was about to turn into a dog, start scratching my ear and licking my paws. All right, we're on Rising Sun Ave, Borbeck Ave and Rising Sun Ave. I always liked the animals, man. Since I was a kid, I always liked the animals. Always. Go ahead, you want to fly by me? Go ahead. Go ahead, you want to fly by me? Go ahead, I'm letting everyone go by because I can't stand having. That was a stop sign, and the dude just flew right by me. That was a stop sign. I saw him from my rearview mirror coming like a bat out of hell. Look, he's all the way over there at the next red light. Like, come on, bro, chillax. I was trying to be courteous to the driver that was at the intersection, and he didn't care. He was out. He was like, listen, I got someplace to be. We got the subscribe metal on my way. A metal awning and all that stuff. Emergency response team on my left-hand side. That's what the vehicle says. Family and home assistance. I'm gonna go straight. We're back on Very Road. On my right hand side is northbound. On my left hand side is southbound. Behind me is eastbound. In front of me is westbound. It's a lot of greenery, a lot of bushes, a lot of shrubs, a lot of trees, a lot of grass. But then again, Northeast Philadelphia, back in the day, we got a young woman in her probably maybe early 40s, late 30s. Crossing the street, she had a Gap sweater on. Remember Gap? Yeah, so a lot of Northeast Philadelphia back in the early day, I think the early 1900s, late 1800s, was farmland. Now, obviously I wasn't alive during that era. I'm going a little faster because I got a Nissan behind me, like a Nissan Maxima, kind of tailing me, kind of tight. I'm only doing 19 miles an hour. I guess they want me to do 30. You know, there's a 25-mile-an-hour speed limit. Just because the speed limit says 25 miles an hour, you don't have to go 25 miles an hour. If a sign says jump, are you going to jump? No. So just, you know, relax. I'm gonna make this left-hand turn. Look at these houses right here. Look at this one on my right. Look at that. Look how nice and on the tuck it is. That's not bad. That's not bad. I like the color of the leaves that were in the yard on the tree. That was nice. I'm gonna make this left-hand turn right here on Ferndale and Chandler Street. You see that house on my right? See how it's raised up from the rest of them? You notice? It's up probably like 8 to 10 feet on a higher level than the street level, and then it has grass all around it. It looks like they maintain their grass. They got a nice clean line, huge trees in the yard. They got shutters. The shutters, they're quite questionable. I don't know if they're functional. I can't tell right off the bat, but a lot of vinyl siding on this block. That's the first thing I saw was vinyl siding to the left of me, vinyl siding to the right of me. Now it goes to the brick houses. You see the brick houses on my left? They got side driveways though, and they got back garages, y'all. So every house that I've done seen so far, yep, side driveway goes to a back garage. So they got a front driveway, a side driveway, a garage, and front street parking where you can park right in the front of your property. So they got plenty of parking here. Chandler Street. We're on the 800 block of Chandler. We're gonna cross over to the 900 block of Chandler. That bus was out, son. He was ready to go. He's about to clock out. He's like, my shift's almost over. I gotta get there. I gotta get there. I gotta get there. Gone. They had a little play set on my right, like a little swing set for the kids. Yeah, this doesn't look like a bad neighborhood to raise your kids in. If you work in the city, you're working in the city, you still like that city life, then, you know, this is something to consider. Some people still like the suburban life, but want access to the city. They don't want to have to go really, really, really far. Some neighborhoods, you gotta go far for everything. This, on the other hand, it appears that, you know, like I said, there's a shopping strip like 5 minutes from here, and you can get to the Roosevelt Boulevard or work your way to the highway and get to the main stores. So, you know, if you don't mind taking like a little drive, this is the neighborhood for you. Passing the 1000 block of Chandler. And I don't think there's much crime here in this area. I never really hear fox chase on the news. And if it is, it's probably for something like simple, you know, nothing major. There's a house for sale on my left hand side. 1019 is for sale. 1019. I see some balloons on my left hand side too. What is it, like a party? It says number 3. Somebody turned 3 years old, I guess. Probably, because I had a number 3. We got some more one-story houses in front of us. Let's cross over to the 1100 block of Chandler, because it's not a no outlet. I think it's a roundabout. I think it's one of those U blocks where you go around like a U and then you come back out. We'll end up coming back out. We're gonna approach Lawndale Street. On my left, there was a dude right here with an extension cord. Try to drive slow. Yeah, the car's blocking him. See him? See him? Another leaf blower. Yo, these people in this neighborhood definitely invested in leaf blowers. Listen, I know if I got a leaf blower to sell, I'm coming to this neighborhood to sell it. We're on the 7800 block of Lawndale. Seriously. You need to invent something and sell it to these residents. Something that they can all use. You got to go drive through this neighborhood and see what they're missing, what they're lagging, what's their problem, and create a solution. You know? Maybe like a robot. Well, let's make this left on Borbeck Ave. That's if they haven't already created it, because they got robots that do everything now, including robot dogs, and even robot women. But that's a different story. But maybe a robot that cuts the grass for you, right? Or like trims it for you. Maybe. I don't know if that's possible without it being dangerous. You know, but I won't be surprised if they got something in the works, because I think a lot of people hate cutting grass. I think cutting grass is something that people. Go ahead, I'm gonna let you go in case you're in a rush. Yeah, I think that's something that most people hate. I wouldn't mind cutting the grass as long as I'm in one of them little grass cutting carts. What? Like the little car? What? I'll be chilling. Just make sure my John got extra horsepower, a muffler, it got a wheelie bar, it got a little system and a flat screen TV, and I got a little shade, a little awning, and I'm good to go. Listen, I'm mowing everybody lawn on the block. They're like, yo, ever since this guy moved in, he's just so nice. He's just so generous. He just wants to mow our lawns. He just wants to wheelie on your lawn. Yo, there was a transmission out there. Yo, there was really a transmission right out there. I wonder if it's like trash. Probably not. But it was right out there. It was on a wooden pallet. Bingham and Hartel Ave. That's where we're at. Yeah, a transmission, if I'm correct, according to my calculations, transmissions are made from aluminum. I don't know what year, make, model that was. I don't know if it was, regular metal or whatever. But maybe somebody who's watching, who is an auto expert as well, can tell me what most transmissions are made out of. I know the block is aluminum, right? So that's money. You can take it to the scrap yard. But the transmission, give or take, I don't know. But anyway, we're at Rising Sun Ave and Hartel Ave. 7800 block of Rising Sun to my right, 7700 to my left, 900 Hartel in front of us, 1000 behind us. I can go straight, I can go left, I can go right, literally. I think if we go straight, I'm gonna go left, and then we'll end up making ourselves go right. Just because that over there looked like pretty much the last several blocks that we saw. I don't want to waste the whole entire tour looking at the same identical houses. This house right here on my right, this gentleman is doing some work in his yard. He got some wooden logs that go up to his steps. Let's make this left right here on Lansing. Yeah, but I think I told you guys that before on... Oh, look at this on my right. Yo, they got big old statues. Look at on my right. Yo, they got whole Greek statues. They got a woman topless. They got a dude pantless. Dude, like, can y'all put some pants on them? My kids live on this block. Look at, they got all these girls with their boobs hanging out. Yo! What they think? They in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Like, they think they in, like, come on, man. Beverly Hills, 90210? Yo, y'all saw that? Imagine somebody that got kids across the street. They got a little daughter, right? A little 7-year-old daughter. And every day she got to come outside, look across the street, and look at that giant statue with the dude with his egg roll and his 2 dumplings hanging out. Think about that. Food for thought. I don't know. Some people might not mind it. I might be kind of disturbed. I don't know. I don't have children yet, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. Bingham and Lansing. We got Christian Mission of Apostolic Faith on my right-hand side. Yeah, Lansing. Yeah, I would be quite disturbed. I wouldn't find that like too comfortable. I don't know, it's weird. But then again, you got freedom to put whatever lawn ornament you want. But that ain't even a lawn ornament. That's like a whole art museum statue. Like my man did like a whole heist. Like he did an Ocean's 11 heist to go to the art museum and lift some rare artifacts, because that thing was about the same height as me. He had like 5, 6 of them, big old statues that was like human height. And notice how he had the man with the Oscar Mayer wiener in the front of all the other statues. Like, take a look at my wiener. Like, what? Put that joint in the back and put the women in the front, dog. Yo, you drawing, son? All right, this is the block that we turned left on. Let's just keep going straight, because over there I ended up going around one of the other little, roundabout things. And I think we got to get off of this little area right here. Rising Sun Ave right here takes you to a bunch of dead-end blocks, which wraps you around. And I don't want to keep wrapping around, so Yeah, that was crazy. Then they had a whole bunch of little, I don't know, it depends. Like, I understand if you're in a closed community. If you're in a gated, closed community, or maybe he should invest in some shrubs and some of them big tree bushes things so that people could like not see it and that it could be him to see it, like he'd be the only one to see it. He or she, because for all we know it's like a female that owns the house. Look at the house on my right hand side. In very poor condition. I mean, it's aged, but it's not painted. The cement's cracked, the rocks are cracked. It got caution tape on the sidewalk. It looked like they're doing the cement. It looked like it has potential, but it needs to be restored. It doesn't look up to par with the rest of the neighborhood. Maybe somebody owns it and they're still working on it. Could definitely use a paint job. Look at in front. Yeah, it looked like they're doing the cement on the sidewalk. You got a bunch of holes and whatnot. Yeah, that was crazy. I don't know, what y'all think about the dude's statue with his junk out? You know? What you think about that? I think it's cool if, you know, if you have your own like acres of land. Yeah, that's cool. We're at Ferndale and Hartel. But if you're in a little teeny weeny tight block like this, look at, there's little kids here. There's little kids, and then there's like a, you know, like little Girls are on my right. Like, come on, man. Like, if they walk 2 blocks up, that's what they see. You know what I mean? So, I guess to each his own. Y'all saw them outside playing basketball? See, that's pretty much what you're gonna see around here. You'll see like little groups of friends just hanging out, riding on a bicycle, hanging on the, you know, block. Another basketball court. We just passed like, I swear I saw like 9 basketball courts so far. I haven't been counting, but Halstead and Rockwell Ave. Let's make this left right here, and then we're gonna bust a whole. We got Liberty Roofing on my right. We're gonna bust a left on the main road, and we're gonna go straight up and continue going up, because right now we're on the edge of the Fox Chase community. You can go deeper in Fox Chase. Fox Chase is pretty big. Let's go to my right. You guys see on my right hand side, there's a house for rent. Those are red bricks. Let me go slower. There's nobody behind me. There was somebody behind me, but then they turned off. Red bricks. They got 2nd story porches, 1st story little lawns, and they got like an open porch. On my left, 2-story homes, shutters. I see some shutters. Not functional, but they're there. I guess that's all that counts, right? I got a car behind me now. I have to keep it pushing, guys. So I'm doing 20 miles an hour just because I have now 2 cars behind me. I gotta be thoughtful to my fellow civilians. Let's make this left-hand turn on Naple, spelled Napful, but I believe the F is silent. If it's silent, then why even waste your energy and put it in there? I swear they be doing that, yo. Like Philadelphia. They put a P-H-I-L. Yo, why didn't y'all just use an F? Wouldn't an F have been more efficient? Wouldn't it have been less letters, less work, like less stress? People who don't know how to read gonna be like Philadelphia, Philadelphia, Philadelphia. All right, we're on Watson and Naple. I'm gonna make this left-hand turn right here. Hey, they're doing some work on my right-hand side. You see, they got all the siding, the sheathing, green, blue, and purple. They're rehabilitating that house. Hope they got the permits, because if they don't got the permits, they're gonna be in trouble. 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 It looked like scrappers lived there. There was all this metal on my left-hand side, like on their porch and on their lawn and everything. Look at these houses. A basketball court on my left. Man, listen, when I get basketball courts, I'm coming to this neighborhood to sell them. Yo, I'm opening up a business in this neighborhood. Yo, there's a little leaf blower out there. I'm about to pick it up and be out and go sell it to somebody around the corner. Yo, there's a little leaf blower, yo. No, I wasn't really gonna do that. Somebody gonna watch this and think that I genuinely was gonna pick it up. It's just like a, you know, potty humor. Like a dumb joke, Tune. That joke was stupid. Yeah, I have a strange sense of humor. That's why sometimes I'm genuinely humbled. You know, I think a good definition of let's make this right here. You know, humble people don't call themselves humble, but I feel like a sincere honor when somebody like says, "Wow, that was funny," or wow, you're cool, or wow, you're entertaining. I'm like, wow, dude, like I thought I was crazy this whole time for this many years, thinking the way I think, and then I put it on the World Wide Web, and it tends to work out. Yo, like, come on, y'all. Listen, y'all gotta get it together. If y'all got strange, quirky, goofy personalities, hey, what are you waiting for? Put it on the World Wide Web. You never know who out there can relate to you. Chandler and Ferndale. Let's make this left on Chandler. Seriously, you never know who out there can potentially relate to you. There's people out there who you know, we all can connect with. You know, if I can connect with one person, you can connect with one person, you know? For so many years, I knew I was a little off. You know, when people say, I'm different, like they try to say that they're different than other people. You know, I'm not like everybody else. No, literally, like, y'all, like, I'm not like a lot of people. I'm not gonna say I'm like one of a kind. I'm probably halfway one of a kind. I'm probably like a 1 out of 11 series. 1 out of 11 though, but that's not bad for a whole world full of billions and billions and billions of people. But I want to make this right here and just go around, because we're gonna go to the main road, and then we're gonna try to go to the other half. Try to pass Ron. We got a couple right here walking a dog. I love your dog, beautiful dog. It looks like a lab. Yeah, it looks like a Labrador. Is it a chocolate? Is that deep dark chocolate? Because I used to have a chocolate lab. Yes, it's a chocolate lab. Why you pull him like that, bro? Like, relax. Like, I wasn't gonna like attack y'all. Like, he's in a rush. Yo, that's a chocolate lab. It's a deep dark chocolate lab though. Mine was like more that's like a mocha choco. Mine, that looks almost black, like a black lab. Mine was more like a nice brown, not like a dark chocolate, but like, let's say a milk chocolate. That's how my brownie was before he passed away. Rest in peace, boy. I miss you, dog. I'm telling you. You know how they say sometimes you can gain a lot of things, and in the end it still doesn't mean nothing because you're not happy because the people or the beings you wanted around to enjoy what you've gained aren't around anymore. We're passing Ferndale and Borbeck Ave. There's a bunch of people that I wish was here right now to you know, experience what, you know, the tide that I'm about to overcome. T-I-D-E, the tide, the hurdles I'm about to jump, the cliffs and the mountains I'm climbing up. And one will be my boy Walt. I love you, Walt. Rest in peace, bro. I talk about you often. I think about you. I dream about you more than you can imagine. Let's make this left on Vurry Road, and then Brownie. Vurry Road. I really wanted to get Brownie out the hood. Like, literally, I really wanted to get Brownie out the hood. It almost makes me want to, like, it roughens up my heart right now. Like, if I was a bird, it roughened up my feathers. Like, my heart's soft just thinking about how I wanted to get him out the hood and give him a nice piece of lawn to run on, piece of grass, you know what I mean? Passing Loney. But the way my life was set up, that wasn't the perfect timing, you know? And there's no perfect timing and greatness. We're passing Ripley. This is that corner we started. Remember? We made this right over here. We're just going to cross over and go down a couple blocks and then zigzag. But the universe doesn't have a perfect timing for when you reach success. So some people might start earlier, some people might start later. I'm hoping if it's starting later for me, I have a longer life. I don't know if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But passing Fuller Street, Wackerman Funeral Home on my left. But yeah, I'm hoping that, you know, I can, you know, enjoy the fruits of my labor, and I can at least get Jersey out the hood, you know, take Jersey out the hood, and so she can have a nice green lawn just like on my right hand side to like run around and stretch and relax. And because Brownie was my dog, Brownie was like my son. I don't have children, you know, so I got close with my animals, and I treat them the best I can, like human beings in a sense. You know, I can't take them everywhere with me. I can't go into stores with them and all that unless I convert them to being service dogs or emotional support dogs. But I did my best to try to, like, you know, if I ate, he ate. If I was eating, whatever I was eating, I would break a piece off, give it to him, you know. I would always try to, like, spend time with them, fetch, run, you know, walk, you know. I didn't lock him up. I didn't cage him. I didn't leave him in the yard, lock him by himself, and just leave him out in the cold. No, I treated him like a family member. We're on Ferndale and Stanwood, but he didn't get a chance to make it. He lived 11 years. And I had him since he was a puppy. I documented this on my channel. There's a video called I Waited 1 Year to Tell About This, or to tell this story. I think it's called I Waited 1 Year to Tell this story. Ryers Ave. We're passing Ryers Ave. And yeah, it took me a long time to talk about him, to talk about that I lost him. It was a really sensitive topic. Really, really sensitive. To make this right here in Stanwood and Halstead. I'm gonna make this right. The weird thing is he passed away in 2017, October 28th. Somebody that I worked with on the episode of Street Scrapers, his name was Jeff. Him and his brother. We're passing Arthur Street. Jeff, you came out on episode of Street Scrapers. I think it was Street Scrapers 5, I think. Chester, PA rides with the devil. The devil was basically the name of my homie Lex's bike, 450 Lex. That was the name of the bike. Or rides with, yeah, something like that. It was one of the Street Scrapers episodes. Jeff, may he rest his soul, but he passed away 2 days before Brownie, my dog. We're on Soley Ave and Halstead Street, and that was eerie to me, because you know, when I heard my buddy, his brother, because he still had a brother, they both rode bikes. They were from Chester and Delaware and all that, and they were two Caucasian brothers, real nice guys, real nice dudes, and they're nice on the bikes. Passing Ryers Ave, they were really friendly, real nice. They love cars, they love motorcycles and everything. Well, he passed away. He crashed doing a stunt on his motorcycle, I think, on the highway. And 2 days later, I lost Brownie. He died in my arms 3 o'clock in the morning. I tried to keep him alive for a week, but he was slowly deteriorating in my arms. It was like a Monday. We took him and Jersey out to go play at the park. We took him, that day at the park, we took him to 3 different parks, not just one. Sometimes we take him just to 1, maybe 2. Passing Ferndale and Soley Ave. That day we took him to 3 parks, and I guess it was like his, it was like a bucket list probably, without me knowing that he was gonna go the following week. I ain't know, y'all. He started like not being able to eat, not being able to drink, and he loved eating and he loved drinking water. He stopped drinking, he stopped eating. Passing Soley Ave, Very Road. Then he became really fragile, really weak. He couldn't even hold his own body up. He couldn't hold his own neck up. Just thinking about it now is tough. Look on my right, kind of looks like a little farmland, right? That was like losing my son. Passing Rising Sun Ave and Soley Ave. That's what it was like. You know, I slept back to back to him. I don't know how many of you guys, if you're not an animal lover, then you're not gonna understand this. Passing Soley Ave and Soley Place. Some people don't like dogs on the bed. I didn't care. That's my homie. Like that's like I said, that's like my son. So we always slept back to back. Like, you know, my wife would be on one side, my dog, my boy would be on, you know, he'll be back to back to me. He'll be facing one way and I'll be facing the other way. Or when he got cold, like he'll go under my legs, or, you know what I mean? But yeah, I was really close to him. And I lost him, so. Tabor Ave, Soley Ave and Tabor Ave. So it was weird because it's like, it's almost like the homie Jeff. You know, I guess the homie Jeff needed him more than I did. He probably took him up there to the gates with him, you know, to, you know how they say Heaven's Gates. 2 days later, my dog passes. Like, that was a hard time for me. There's a little roundabout, as you can see. There's a house for sale right here on my right hand side. 1126 is for sale. So if anybody's interested in moving to Tabor Place, 1126 Tabor Place is for sale. This is the little neighborhood right here. So, but yeah, I didn't cry for many people in my life. I've experienced probably 30, 40 losses in my lifetime. You know, like 15, 20 close ones, and then, you know, 20, 30 roughly like people that I knew, people that I've, you know, associated with, crossed paths with, and more. We're making this left right here on Tabor. This is a no outlet, but I'm gonna just go because we're already here, and I'm not gonna make a U-turn. There's kids on my left playing though. I think the ones that I cried the hardest for was I had an uncle who passed away in 2003. I carried him out the house in a body bag when I was 15 years old. He was like 350 pounds. And people from the funeral home couldn't carry him out. They were too puny. So we didn't want them to drop him down the steps because he passed away in my childhood room on the second floor. We was in a 3-story home, but at the time I was living on the 3rd floor and he was on the 2nd floor. Well, he passed away in the house. And they were too puny, and he was like 350 pounds, 6'1", 6'2", and my pop didn't want to carry him out because I was his brother. So me and a few of the other family members carried him out. I cried really bad for him because I was kind of close to him. And then we're next to Pennypack Park. That's that right there in front of us. And then Brownie broke me. He broke me. Like I said, he passed away in my arms. A whole week of trying to keep him alive. I did everything I could to keep him alive. If I would have had $1 million, I would have paid every cent I could to prolong his life another couple years. And then Walt. So Walt, Brownie, and my uncle Jose was probably like the 3 hardest hitters in my life. Like, I've shed tears for other people, but the relationships varied. Strailter. That's what we're on. Strailter. I think ter is what, terrace? What's TR mean? T-E-R, y'all. That's a no outlet, so I'm not even gonna go there. It looks like the rest of the neighborhood. What's T-E-R? I know PL is like place, LN is lane, T-E-R, is that terrace? I don't know. See PL right here, Strail PL. That'd be place, Strail place, right? That's a no outlet. I'm sorry, I got a hiccup. There's a lot of no outlets here. A lot of little miniature communities. But yeah, guys, so that's just a little synopsis. I saw that chocolate lab and that reminded me of my boy. Rising Sun Ave and Lawndale Street. Yeah. Wish I could have got more time with him. He had a litter of pups though with Jersey. Jersey only had 1 litter of pups. And I won't let her mate again because her original husband passed away, which is Brownie. So look at them classics on my right. Them things look beautiful. 3 of them. He got 3 of them. Nice, dude. She had 11 puppies and 4 passed away. We're passing Strail and Verry Road. Yeah. One of my buddies from high school, a great friend of mine, Ramon from Ramon and Kids Garage. If you look on my page, I also got a segment called Ramon and Kids Garage. But that was a spin-off that I was trying to shoot based on my buddy's channel, who he has the skills to do things. He just doesn't have the technological savviness and know-how to shoot and edit. Well, since I have a degree in film and I have, you know, all the equipment to do so, we came together last year and I offered to shoot, you know, a couple episodes. And we were gonna keep running, but then running with the segment, but then all the sickness stuff started happening. They started doing the shutdowns and everything, and then we had to do social distancing, and he was in Jersey, I'm in Philly, and we weren't even able to cross bridges and all that, you know, for the sake of our families, and he got kids, so I didn't want to, like, passing Ryers Ave and straight, I'm gonna just turn down here on Ryers Ave. Yeah, I didn't want to, like, risk me bringing something to him or vice versa, because I know, you know, he got a wife and kids. So we canceled the segment, but we got like 5-6 episodes. And in that in the episode, you might see, matter of fact, I even did a video. Jersey meets her daughter. Will she remember her mom after like 3 or 4 years? Like, will Jersey remember her daughter? And the thing is that her daughter, which my buddy Ramon has. Let's make this left on Arnold Street. Her daughter is named Sky. That's what my buddy named her. She looks a lot like Brownie, the color wise, and she's big. But she got the face of Jersey, which is strange. You know? Jersey's a brindle pit bull. Brownie was a chocolate lab. So they made some really interesting looking dogs, chocolatey, but with like that pit bull, you know, structure. We're passing Bridle Road, and I did that video, and you'll see in the video Jersey meets her daughter for the first time in a couple years, like four years or something, because he passed away in 2017. We're in 2021, so that's like 3.5, 4 years, so give or take. Yeah, so yeah, we're on Kendrick Street. And there's a no outlet on my left, Bridle Road and Kendrick. I can make it right here. I can keep on going straight. Let me keep going straight. On my left is a no outlet. A lot of these houses got little miniature shutters, little teeny weeny cute shutters, but they're not functional. But so yeah, she met him, and I got it on camera. She met her daughter. I was surprised because after a little bit, she got to smell her. She didn't attack her. And Jersey normally attacks any other animal with paws, especially if I'm not there to peer mediate. Yeah, she doesn't play nicely. Let's just say. I can't take her to a dog park. She embarrasses me. Like, she wants to attack every dog around me. And I'm like, yo, girl, relax. Like, come on. Like there's a Flyers logo on the street. These people must like hockey. But yeah, so she be embarrassing me. I'll be like, yo, everybody's dog is like walking normal. And then she just like, she goes straight to the dogs and try to attack them. And oh man, yeah. But I keep her calm. I can keep her, under control. But yeah, she shows out sometimes and acts up. Passing Bergen Trail, another basketball court. Yo, we done seen 11, 12 basketball courts. But yeah. And she played pretty good with her daughter. But that's one of the ones that I still got connection with. Bergen Street and Ferndale Street. I can make a left, I can go right. In front of us is a no outlet. Those no outlets are kind of a pain to go through because they don't look like much. And then you gotta go a whole circle U-turn thingy. But yeah, man, tough times. So I think the moral of how I got into this story was, I see this green grass. This green grass is something that I lacked my whole life. I grew up in the concrete jungle, concrete city. We didn't even have grass on our sidewalks. We had parks, stuff, but that's about it. And the dogs, I saw that. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. I saw that brown dog, and that brown dog made me think of Brownie. So between these two things, I think that's what sparked up the conversation. I didn't come through here thinking that I was gonna talk about this stuff. I guess that's the joy, or that's the authenticity of each and every tour. Because each and every tour, I can talk about something completely different, and you would never know what I would talk about next. Sometimes I don't know what I'm gonna talk about next. I don't pre-plan this and say, all right, this tour I'm gonna talk about this. No. This is a little private community, residents only, man. I'm gonna go turn here. This is 15-mile-an-hour speed limit. Oh, snap. This is private residents only, y'all. Yo, what if that gate goes down? Yo, what if it goes down? Yo, what if that gate goes down? I just went into a private residence for y'all, yo. You see? Look at this. Is completely raw, real, authentic, raw and uncut. It could be cops up there like, whoop, whoop. What are you doing over here, sir? Are you a resident? No, buddy. I am not a resident, but... Look at this, is a private community, yo. Wow, look at all of this greenery. Wow, the greenery is incredible. Like, I'm looking to my right, y'all can't see how much greenery is to the right of me and to the left of me, like large open fields. Jersey would love to run around in that stuff. Yeah, I'm telling you how bad and how much I missed Brownie. I buried him somewhere in Philly. I'm not gonna disclose the location of where I buried him, but I would visit him and everything. And I remember thinking and telling myself, when I make it and I get an opportunity to like have a house or warehouse or just something that's acceptable to live in, have a big chunk of land behind me, I'm gonna dig him back up. I'm gonna dig the 4 square foot around his body up in a cube, dig that whole thing up, and then I'm going to take that and relocate it and drop it into my property, into my ground, so he doesn't have to be far away from me. You know what I mean? Like, that sucks. There's an older citizen right here. You see that older citizen? Hello, ma'am. Oh, she's probably stretching. You're probably getting some daily activity in, some cardio. Oh, there's another exit. Cool. Pew! We got an exit. A little doggy. What's up, doggy? Yeah, this is an exit, y'all. So, yo, stop barking at me, doggy. Don't be barking. What you think? It's sweet. Yo, the dog knows that I'm not from around here. The dog straight up just started barking at the vehicle. How come I'm the only vehicle you bark at, though? Yo. But anyway, let's make this right here. I mean, we probably passed the boundary a little bit. Maybe not. But believe me, there'll be a viewer somewhere out there in the World Wide Web that'll clarify that for me. But I'll tell you how much I really missed them. I looked into cloning, like dogs, and I looked into that process, and there's a website that you can actually use the DNA of your animal and make another version of them. Yeah, that's bad, right? I mean, not bad like the process, but that goes to show you like how emotionally connected I was to him. Like I really thought about different ways to, but you know, even if I had a new pup of him, it's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna have the same memories, the same obedience. I mean, I can train him and all that, but he's gone, man. He's gone. He's only here with me in spirit. He's only here with me in spirit, y'all. On the 500 block of Ridge Run Lane, there's a no outlet on my left. These are some larger houses than the rest of Philly, huh? What do you guys think? No outlet right here, but I'm gonna make a left and we're gonna turn right into it. Cause I'm just trespassing all throughout the end of this tour. Yeah. Yep, you can definitely clone your dog. I would have to, I guess, dig up the plot where I buried him. And I buried him like 4 in the morning, y'all. Remember I said that he passed away 3 o'clock in the morning in my arms? Ooh, that was the most horrible feeling of my life because I carried him out the house in my arms. And he was heavy. He wasn't a small dog. This is the little roundabout, so I gotta make a U-turn. He wasn't a small dog. He was a big dog. Like, you know, he weighed like a little person. And I put him in my vehicle and I drove to this discreet location and with a shovel and with him. You know, I gave my wife the shovel, and I had him in my arms. I wrapped him in my hoodie, and I dug and I dug and I dug till the sun came up, and I laid him down, and I put him in the ground, and that all happened within an hour or two. Because I didn't want him to be in the hood. I didn't want to just leave him anywhere, you know. I put him with Mother Nature. So yeah, I would have to probably go to that location, you know. I guess the bones, because it's been 4 years, so I know he's not there in flesh and blood no more. And then they could probably do that, but it's cool, man. Like in the future, I will probably just get another chocolate lab, you know, and give him the same benefit of the doubt that I gave Brownie. You know what I mean? This is another roundabout, y'all. So I'm just showing y'all all these little roundabouts. There's a car behind me too. Probably wondering, what in tarnation am I doing here? Yo, he got some brand new rims right over there. It says TRO. Brand new in the box. TRO. Yeah, 4 boxes. Oh, man. But this is another part of Philly, guys. Philly has a lot of areas, man. Philly has a lot of nice areas. A lot of nice areas. Depending on your budget, you could find a nice place to live in or near Philadelphia. And remember, there's a lot of outskirts of Philly. There's a lot of surrounding counties in Philadelphia that are beautiful as well. Yeah, there's plenty of places to live in PA. PA is pretty big. Surprisingly, PA is pretty big. A couple people asked me to do tours of like random parts, and I Google it, and it'd be like, can you do this part of PA? And I Google it. I'm like, okay, PA, let me take a look how far it is. 5.5 hours there. Like, what? What job? 5.5 hours there, 5.5 hours back for an hour or 2 or 3 hour tour. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm gonna go 5 hours, I want to make sure it's a different state as of now. You know. But I foresee great things in store for the future. I know I've planted this seed in y'all mind a couple times. Y'all got Optimus Prime behind me. I swear it's Bumblebee's cousin. But I got some new things in store. Stay tuned for the month of May. We're gonna be visiting some other locations. I gotta strategically plan these days, plan these events, plan my moves like a chessboard, so that you guys can see, you know, a little bit more, so I can ultimately experience a little bit more in this life. Because you can say that I'm underlived. There's people who probably 20 something years old that's been 10 times as many places as I've been, you know, and I could have been left years ago. You know, I was working a full time. I had the funds. I had every reason and every resource to leave, but I think I made every excuse not to, and I had too many things tying me down here. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to cut ties with certain things, trying to downsize. I've already lived a minimalist lifestyle for many, you know, years. The last several years, literally, I've been living a very minimalist lifestyle. I repeat, a lifestyle with very little things and objects and things. And any objects that I do own are money-making objects, like tools and stuff like that. Maybe a hobby item here or there, because I am still a hobbyist. I used to have a lot more hobby items back in the day, but I had to downsize many years ago. We're passing Pine Manor Apartments on my left. We're at Soley Ave and Pine Road. And unfortunately, guys, this will conclude our 1 hour tour of the Fox Chase neighborhood. We didn't completely cover the whole entire Fox Chase neighborhood. I do apologize. And I kind of went off on a tangent here talking about memories, but you know, they make history books to keep certain facts, certain people, certain locations alive, to keep their memory going. And if I don't keep Brownie's name alive, if I don't keep Walt's name alive, if I don't keep these important, you know, souls that were a factor in my life alive, who will? If I don't do it, who will? So just know that, you know, like I told myself, when I make it, when I get a huge garage, when I do something nice, when I do something groundbreaking, when I may reach that milestone in my life where I can have a nice property, I'm painting Walt's face on the wall. I'm doing a mural of his face. I'm gonna do a mural of Brownie. You know, and then any other people who affected me in any other way or inspire me, I'll definitely do what I can to keep them in my story, because you guys only hear me or see me when you watch my Tune Be Chillin' personal channel, but you don't know all the other factors that helped, you know, these other entities, these people, making it right on genes that helped really structure and shape my soul, and shape my spirit, and shape my mind, body, and personality. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate your support. Don't forget to show some love in the comment section. Sharing is caring, so if you can, share this video with a friend, family member, and or on a social network. Those shares go a long way. That's like making a donation. Simply share the video, and it's like you just donated. All right, guys? This is your homeboy Tune, and we're just gonna leave it at $2, and I'm tuning out.